And a wonderful day it is, a wonderful evening it is. This is your boy, Zabuguhle Kumal. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the guest house. Yeah, where are the drum rolls? Where are the drum rolls? I don't understand why people are not as excited as I am to be here today. Today's show is nothing that it's actually everything that will blow you out of your minds. You know, we always bring the best of the best. And ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into Ezekiel Radio. Fortunately for you, we are just not on the radio platform tonight. We are also available on Facebook. So please do feel free to interact with us, speak to us. We want to hear what you have to say, and I believe you're going to love today's show. Having said that, I am not alone, and I'm standing in for Umpumi G, and this is the guest house. I've got a wonderful guest in studio, my good man, Tolisan. Talk to me. How are you doing? He laughs.
Jabulisa tata Dumela bari ashe babangi bari nda babangi bari molo babangi bari bota babangi bari khoyemore phine sithi hello.
I know, I feel like I need to also polish up my intro. Let me do that. Sanbonani. How are you doing, my good friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day, and life is good.
That's
and
good.
Everything is good. Yes.
That's good to know. My good friend, at the guest house, this is where we are, Ezekiel Radio. We always bring in people that blow the listeners out of their minds. And, I know for a fact that listeners are wondering now, okay, let's, please, my guy, introduce yourself fully to the listeners. Let's hear more about who you are.
Okay. Thank you so much, man, for this great opportunity. I appreciate it. Now, listeners of Ezekiel Radio FM, now I love you. I want you to know that I love you. I appreciate you. Wherever you're tuning in, please do so and let others know that we are live at the studio. And your love and your support means a lot to us right here at the studio. My name is Xolisani Simai. I was born and bred from Eastern Cape Province. Obviously, I live here in Pretoria.
Eastern Cape.
Eastern Cape, Flagstaff.
Okay.
Flagstaff.
No, that's the East London. East London, yes, young.
Yeah, I've got family, East London, Umtata, Bizana and stuff.
Oh,
that's
okay,
my side.
Okay. Yeah.
So Xolisani is number one. Xolisani is a prophet.
Okay.
Xolisani is a prophet. He's a preacher. He's a man of God. He's a son of Bishop Comfort. If you ever heard of him.
Yeah.
I'm a son of Bishop Comfort. He's my man of God. Not only am I a prophet, I'm an actor, a model, and I'm self-employed. And I'm a student at TUT.
Wow. Okay, my friend. Okay, so before you continue, you are a preacher, a prophet.
That's right.
You are an actor.
An actor. That's right.
You are a model.
A model.
And what was the fourth one?
A student.
A student as well.
Yeah.
My good friend. Wow. Okay. Let's talk about the stereotype, mindsets that we have out there. The minute umuntu abanobizo lokuthi abe umfundisi or a prophet, they normally don't look at izinto ezifana no-actor, yet alone modeling. How did that happen, my friend?
I see. I get that a lot. A lot of people, they come to me and they ask me, man, we know you as a preacher, as a pastor and stuff. We have seen you. We have seen God using you mightily. How do you then leave that and go into modeling? Does that mean you left the calling? And the answer is no, I haven't left the calling. The calling is who I am.
True.
Acting and modeling is what I do.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Wow. Okay, so that means I can also do this and do that.
You just have to balance.
Okay, speaking of balance, how do you balance the two? Because I know for a fact that it has become a way of living where a splitted focus. You tend to neglect one and you give one more attention to, especially with your modeling. I can imagine now if you have to go all the way to Namibia, to now, I don't know what you do there, but you have to go with the modeling business or a deal.
Yeah.
Obviously, then the preaching is neglected.
Yeah.
So it is important to understand, how do you balance that?
There is something that Jesus did, apparently, according to the Bible, in the book of Matthew, I believe, chapter 21. Jesus instructed his disciples and he said to them, please go on the other side of the country, or on the other side of let me use the word country.
Okay.
You are going to find a donkey tied with a cord, and you are to untie the donkey and bring it back to me.
Yeah.
And whoever asks you, tell that person that the owner is in need of the donkey.
Yeah.
So he instructs people to untie the donkey. Now, in the book of very same Matthew, I believe still the very same Matthew chapter 21, where we see Jesus triumphing into Jerusalem. He's riding on top of a donkey. He
Yeah.
triumphs over there, and people are celebrating, and people are throwing down the branches and clothing and stuff in the ground, and the city was moved. You know, so looking at these two, now when Jesus is the center of everything, balance is inevitable.
Wow.
You just have to
Wow.
allow Jesus to ride on you. Don't ride on yourself.
Wow.
He's going to direct you. And the
Wow.
Bible says the steps of a righteous man are ordered by the Lord.
You know, you're telling me this, and in my mind, I'm thinking, we are in dope, cheating. I'm thinking, oh my word, there you go, Lord Jesus. I'm asking about the balance. But I love that. That is actually a perfect analogy to say, as long as Jesus is the center of
Everything. Balance is inevitable.
Wow, I'm going to coach you on that. Right?
We just need Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. When Jesus is the center of everything, I need Kintenzi. My good friend, like, I'm curious. I'm curious. You know, modeling.
Yes.
All right, that's what you do.
Modeling.
So, what are you? Is there something, a competition that you've entered before I ask this question?
Okay. Now, firstly, I'm supposed to be going to Dubai. I'm not sure we can. It's a radio. We can show.
No, it's fine.
It's okay. Now, I'm supposed to be going to Dubai in the month of August for World Championship of Models.
Wow.
Number one.
Wow. Can
Number-
I give you a hand?
Number one. So
Yeah,
number two,
yeah.
I'm having a performance or showcase, talent showcase in the month of September. It's going to be in Silver Star Casino in Joburg, where where America Got Talent, America Got Talent, and the Voice of America, Tele Perry Studio, and other scouts are going to be there, scouting people who does modeling and acting and other scouts and
Wow,
and
that's great
brands.
for you, man.
Yeah, so that will be broadcasted in about 12 TV stations.
Wow.
TV.
Wow.
So I'm preparing for that, number one. And now there's Dubai thingy. And not only that, I'm part of Mr. South Africa as a contestant of this year, which is why I'm here.
Interesting, man. I mean, you are one of our own.
Yeah,
And nothing prides us Africans as seeing one of our own thriving.
yeah,
And I believe it is one thing to support you, Namakama. Hey, go well, all the best. I believe there's a role that we need to play
yeah,
to ensure the support that we preach. Iyandlulele.
most definitely.
How do we do that in all of
Now-
these that you are exposed to? How do we make sure
this
we
is
find-
this is very interesting.
Apart from Buktandazela.
I'm gonna pray in tongues already. Okay, you know, number one, I just want to thank South Africa, thank everybody who have been voting for me. You know, the day we did the announcement, I mean, it was crazy on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and in my Instagram and other social media. People, they received me as their own. I thought they were going to be very criticism, you know. They never criticized me of anything. They received me, they reposted everything. I do know and I acknowledge people that are our silent supporters, that they don't say much, but they still vote. You never
Yeah.
see them posting you, but they vote in the private. I appreciate them so much. So now the issue about the journey of Mr. South Africa, it's a journey that is very sensitive and it's very important. It's very close to my heart in a sense that I need to show everybody out there, young people and old people, that you can still be used by God when you do other things. At the end of the time, and you know, the Bible says that the preparation belongs to man and the end of time belongs to Jesus. So now there's somebody over there who's at home, does not know what to do, frustrated. He has a gift, a calling to be a business person, to be a dancer, to be an actor, to be a model, to be a singer, or even to be a TV or radio presenter and stuff. They are scared to step up out there and do which that they believe in because they are scared the community might criticize them, you know. So now the support they gave it to me, it was very, very good and overwhelming. So I want to challenge everybody firstly, before I can tell them how the journey goes, to really consider their talent and gifting, and they must use them very effectively.
Yeah, I like
You understand? Yes. So now the journey of Mr. South Africa, we did the pictures and everything. Now, what's going to happen is people are voting. They have been voting.
How do we vote, my friend?
Now,
I'm ready.
people have been voting. Now, some of the people, they must just download an app called Zapper. You download the app called Zapper.
As in
Eh,
ZAPP.
Yes, ER. ZAPPER. Yes,
Okay.
you download the app. You log in over there. Then you SMS Mr. South Africa, MRSA72.
Mr. SAMRSA
72.
72.
Yeah,
So
so
you are number 72.
I'm number 72.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now, me being number 72, it means whoever votes for Kolisani, they must look for, they must say Mr. South Africa 72.
Okay.
Now, you can also vote by SMS,
All right.
and the SMS number is 40439.
40439.
40439.
And what do we SMS on that number?
You simple SMS MRSA 72, Mr.
the
South
MRSA.
Africa 72. Yes.
Yeah.
So I challenge everybody to just vote. And now the good thing about it, votes are limitless. You can
Okay.
vote as many times as possible.
Okay. You know what I love about this family of Ezekiel Radio is that we are behind one another. We support and push one another. But we don't do it because it has become a norm to support your own.
Yeah.
But we do it because we also see of the greatness a person possesses to say, "Well, man, this person deserves to be there. And I'm going to do my part to actually get them there." You know,
Yeah,
and which
yeah.
I can guarantee you, this will be what we share with the station and every listener out there. And I urge the family, I urge Ezekiel Radio family members to, support their own. It will be nothing but a sense of pride to see Kolisani moving mountains and getting to a place that, only God can take him. And the nicer thing is that God is still using him. I want to know one thing. I love that. Hey?
Yes.
Okay. I can believe a young man who plays soccer.
Yeah.
I'm calling a soccer. I'm talented in soccer.
mm.
I also believe maybe, in other things, maybe I'm called to be a business person. Modeling. Is it something that you sit and like, yeah, I want to be a model? Or is it something that you can say, I'm passionate about it? Let's break it down. It's clearly for you to be involved in everything that's happening. I mean, you've got Dubai lined up, you've got Josie lined up,
Yeah.
you've got
Mr. South Africa.
no, you got MRSA 72 lined up.
Yes.
So and yet there's still other things that you do. Clearly, this is not just a hobby. How did you even enter into that space?
Now, I broke what I call religion.
Yeah, you did.
I had to break religion out of me.
I'm sure Wafunis are like, what's trying to
I had to break religion, which says when you called, what you do is just to be called, be there all the time, be at church, pray for people, prophesy, read the Bible and stuff. There's life, there's life other than just being at church.
Yeah.
The sensitive part is how you behave out there. And let me use this. A calling is going nowhere. It's there forever.
Yeah.
Now, how do I do that? Is the calling, is you ask, is the calling, is the gift, and what's going on in here? Now, religion says calling is based only on spiritual gifts or biblical-based references. But when you understand calling, we define what calling is. Calling is a deep urge or sense or burden that sits in your heart. You try to ignore it, but it keeps pushing. You try to ignore it, it just keeps pushing. You understand? So, and when it's time for it to manifest, even if you don't want it, it's just going to break open and make a way for itself. And it's just going to constantly be a burden towards you. You understand? So now what happened is for me to get into modeling, it just became, I never wanted to be a model. Like, as I wasn't going for it, I wanted to be a brand ambassador. So the only way to be a brand ambassador, I spoke with my agent, and they said to me, you have to go through the classes and stuff, go the route, you understand? So I attended those workshops and stuff. They were very imperative for me. And I realized that, this is where I belong.
Yeah.
Why was I even going into brand ambassador thingy?
Sure.
So I followed the road.
Wow. I love how God does things. You go somewhere with your own intentions, with your own agendas, and he gets there and he twists things around. Now, my friend, I know it takes a lot. When we think modeling, we think everything not biblical.
Yeah.
When you think modeling,
It's not biblical. Yeah.
you're thinking, lo muntu omhlaba straight.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you maintain the discipline when you're out there?
Now, you know, Jesus said something very profound in his word in the book of Genesis. I mean, I think it's the book of Exodus when he spoke to Moses. Moses was sent by God to deliver the children of Israel.
Yeah.
When Moses was going over there, he said, now I'm going to deliver them. Who must I say to Pharaoh I am? Who must I tell Pharaoh who sent me? What will I say to Pharaoh? Who sent me? God says, I am that I am, or I am whose I am. That means I can be anything
Yeah.
you want me to be,
Yeah.
and I can be anywhere I want to be.
Wow. Ha.
Wow. And God can be anything. And the sad part is, in most of the time, we see Jesus being at the church, but we are going to come into a season where God's going to leave church and go in the clubs because there's more love, union, and stuff in the clubs. Never mind what they do over there. I'm not promoting clubs and stuff, but that time is coming.
So this is me being, you know, a typical Zulu boy. Né? So I'm seeing with Jesus coming in and he's ready to fight. He kicks the doors. And then the bouncer is like, yeah, he's like, I'm here to collect my own.
You get that?
I like that. I like
You know,
that.
why am I saying that? He said in his word, they said, why does he eat with the sinners? He said, it's not those who are well who need medication, but those who are sick.
True.
So Jesus is everywhere and he can be anything, whatever you want to be.
I like
He says,
that.
I am that I am. You want me to be an actor? I'm going to act for you. You want me to be a model? I'm going to be a model for you. You want me to be a rapper? Rapper, not rapist. Rapper. I'm gonna rap for you. I'm gonna rap for you. You want to be a dancer? I'm gonna dance for you. Want me to be a businessman? I'm gonna do it for you.
True. I like
You
that.
understand? Everything. Good. Now, we need just to come out of the Bible, not come out necessarily, but to apply the principle also in the natural.
I like that. Okay, my friend, let's bring it closer. Clearly, you have a game plan.
Yeah.
If not, you have found yourself where you are, and now it made you realize that you need a game plan. What are you looking forward to when you think you and Ikusasa? Or what do you have in mind when you think of you and what you've planned regarding Ikusasa?
You know, one of the things that I've realized, man, is very simple. The nation, the world, society, and stuff, they need us.
True.
Now, the whole nations, they have been going through what I call gender-based violence,
Yeah.
Dehumanization, bullying at school that we just saw in Polokwane,
Yeah.
and what else? Violation of human rights and stuff. So these are issues that are troubling our society. But sometimes some things, they don't need prayer, they need solutions.
Yeah.
We need solutions. So I believe now I am a man who carries solution to different issues and problems that the nations are going through. Because now I've heard problems of the spirit realm where people, they come and tell me the challenges in the spirit. I can deal with that.
Yeah.
But now how do I deal with tangible challenge that I can see them? I need to go out there, be part of the people that experience the challenge, and I will be able to know how to solve their challenges. Me being a preacher, I was in Nespresso for 2.5 years, and I had to preach over there. Another lady came in, another mom came in. She said to me, Kim, I need prayers. I said, okay. When I was praying for her, she said, no, prophet, I'm really sorry to waste the time. I don't need prayers. What do you need? She said, I need bread. And at that time, I did not have the money to buy bread. I was very embarrassed. I hated church. I hated it with passion and realized that people need solution. Not everybody's church is there for miracles. Some they need practical solution. So in the near future, I just want to be that person that is the voice, the voiceless, that is the problem solver, that is a catalyst of change and transformation to make sure that everybody live in an authentic, safe and warm South Africa or Africa. And I want them to know that they are not in Africa, but Africa is in them and they make Africa.
I love that. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it for yourself. This is, wow, I love that. You've heard it for yourself. A quick one. Anything you want to say in closure? Or is there anything that you'd like to say? You know, and I'm bringing this close, not because of any reason, but I still want us to sit down and have another topic or another conversation with Xolisa. I still want more of this. But it's unfortunate it does not permit us to go on. But anything you want to say quickly in closure?
Now, It's just to encourage the listeners and everybody to vote for me, to do vote. Their vote means a lot to me.
course.
Every month, people are being eliminated, like stuff. I would not be what I don't want to be eliminated. It's embarrassment for the body of Christ. So please, guys, our age, wherever you are, whether born again or unborn again, it doesn't matter where you are, where you're from. Please do vote for me to MRSA 72404339. Secondly, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Now on Instagram, IG, I am Simai Olisan. SIMAYI.
Surname, right?
Olisan. It's my surname.
Yeah.
Simai Olisan. You just mix it together. There's no space in between. Then on Facebook, I am Olisani Simai. You just
Okay.
mix them together.
Okay, I get that.
Then get to Facebook. They must like things that I post regarding to Mr. South Africa, and they must share them as much as possible and speak positive out of it. So the desk of Mr. South Africa can see that I've got people, followers that are engaging in what I do.
Perfect.
Thank you, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard it for yourself. This is your boy Zamaguhle Kumalo, and you tuned in to Ezekiel Radio. And unfortunately, this brings us to the end of the session we had, no Mr. Kolisani. But I do have faith from wonke umuntu olalele out there. I know for a fact that we always support good initiatives, and for the mere fact that we have introduced this platform with Mr. Kolisani to speak more about what he does, I know for a fact that we are behind him, and everyone who's behind Ezekiel is going to push and push and push and push and push and push. Do not go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, because there is a show that's still coming up. You're going to love your show, which is coming up. No Lerato Sharon will drive away to stay tuned, and it shall be back in a few. Mr. Kolisani, my man, thanks a million for coming through. South Africa, the number to remember when you want to SMS is 40439, and you SMS to MRSA72. It sounds like a number plate.
yeah.
Yeah.
MRSA 72.
That would be nice.
You-
Imagine an M4.
Dangerous numbers. Number 7, completion.
Yes, you said it yourself. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. And we appreciate your interactions. We even have comments. We appreciate them all. Yes, Mr. R, we keep on voting. Thanks a lot, South Africa. We are still with you and the world at large. This is your boy signing out. Adios.